Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to share with you all 3 websites I use to get feedback on my writing. But these websites aren't good only if you write in order to practice your language skills, but also if there's a phrase that you want to know about, or if there's a phrase that you're not sure if you're saying correctly or not, and you just want help sounding more native. All the websites I mentioned are in the description box below. The first website I want to talk about is HiNative. All you need to do is download the app and make an account. From there, you can click on Ask at the bottom center of the screen, and you have a few different options. The one I use most is, how do you say this? With HiNative, you can choose from many different languages, and all you have to do is type in what you want translated. One thing I really like to do is try to figure out how to translate it myself first and write it down. Then when someone answers my question, I can edit my initial translation. I think doing it this way helps me to better remember the correct way of saying the phrase because I already looked up certain words or grammar points in order to come up with my own translation. Another app I use is Reddit. Now, this website isn't specifically for language learning, it's kind of like YouTube. There are a lot of different channels that all have different content. Instead of calling them channels, however, they're called subreddits. So the subreddit I use for Japanese corrections is Learn Japanese. I'll link some other subreddits in the description box for other languages. Be careful with the language subreddits because there's also one called Japanese, and that one is a little different than Learn Japanese. I always go to the description area of a subreddit to see if asking for translation advice is allowed. On Learn Japanese, you have to have attempted your own translation first. The people there will not just translate something for you if you haven't even tried to do it yourself. And that goes for many other language subreddits as well. Also, some subreddits don't even want you asking for any kind of translation help at all, just like Japanese, so make sure you know all the rules. The other subreddits I linked in the description box are all okay with you posting your own translation of something and asking if it's correct. If you just want to know the translation of something and don't want to or can't translate it yourself, you can go to Translator. The last resource I want to talk about is italki. I'm sure a lot of you have already heard about it for finding natives to practice speaking with, but you can also use it to get help with writing. After you make your account, you just hover over the Community tab and click Notebooks. On the side, click on Write a Notebook. Then you can start typing in whatever you want. You'll have to go to your profile, edit it, and add the language you speak or learn in order to choose the language you want feedback on. Along with my notebook entry in the language I'm learning, I also include a translation of it in my native language in the same box because I want people to know what I'm trying to say, and I think I get more accurate feedback that way. Okay, so those are the 3 main websites I use to get feedback on my writing and grammar. I mainly use italki when I want to write long journal entries, and I use Reddit and HiNative when I'm not quite sure if what I'm saying is correct and I want that quick feedback. If there are any other websites that you use to get feedback from natives, comment them down below. Thanks for watching.